Hello, my name is Christy. Welcome to the STEMLab series. These videos will introduce you to some fun science careers in STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So a STEM career would be a career that is based in one of those fields. When you think of an engineer, what kind of career do you think about? Did you know that engineers solve problems like how to design a part on a car or making sure a construction project has no negative impact on the surrounding environment? As both of our engineers say, if you have a problem, an engineer can fix it. Our first engineer builds relationships in Jeeps at the North Toledo Assembly Plant.
Hi, my name is Kathy Steelgrave, and I'm the Senior Manager of Wrangler Assembly here in Toledo, Ohio for Chrysler Group, LLC. I'm the manager of Wrangler Assembly. I manage approximately 450 hourly employees and 23 salary employees. I prefer to use my engineering degree to interact with the people who are actually assembling the car, understanding what is wrong with the process or the parts that they're installing, and fixing it from there. Engineering really defines how the world works. If you have any type of problem, there's an engineer that can solve it. What I love the most about my job is when we can come up with a simple, quick, cheap solution to a complicated problem. So for example, we'll have tools that the operator needs. They might be behind them. So every time a car goes by, that person has to turn and walk and get their tool and then come back and put the bolt into the car and then put the tool back. We've developed something we call low-cost automation that goes over the top of the vehicle and moves with the car so that the operator doesn't even have to move their feet. They can ride on the skillet, grab the tool, pull it down, put the bolts in, let the tool go back up, and then wait for the next car. There is always a demand for engineers in manufacturing. Engineers understand how the world works, so they're able to solve problems more effectively in a manufacturing environment.
Our second engineer shares a love of the environment and of solving problems in the field.
Hi, my name is Casey Smith. I'm the District Environmental Coordinator for ODOT District 2 in Bowling Green. My job primarily is to make sure that all of our construction projects and our maintenance crews are in compliance with federal and state laws. I chose civil engineering because I was always interested in math and science when I was in school. When I was a kid, I loved doing puzzles. I was a huge problem solver. So ever since I was younger, environment and the outdoors has really been something I've been really passionate about. So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer. I knew I loved animals, I knew I loved biology, I knew I loved water. Water has always been a huge passion of mine. When a project is first brought to my attention, and typically that's in the scoping phase, when we're first trying to figure out what we're actually going to do for the project, I always start off by reviewing all my resource maps. So I'll start out with getting my USGS Topo Quad map, and I'll get an aerial view of the area. I will look on our GIS database to see if there's any habitat for endangered species in the area or if there are any underground storage tanks, cultural resources, and I'll do all of that before I even leave the office and go to the site. Once I get out to the site, I always take a map with me, and I always take 30 or 40 pictures of everything in the area. If there's a stream involved, we'll always take data on the stream. We'll definitely look for mussel shells to see if there's any lying along the banks or if there's any live ones that we can see on the bottom of the creek or the stream. We try to determine if there's wetlands in the area. We just have to be very vigilant of what's in the area, the land use, and any type of environmental resource that we may see. I love the variability of my job. On a day-to-day basis, I really don't know what I'm going to be coming back to the office to. And I love the challenge that the profession brings. Just the technical side and then the problem-solving side, it's just exhilarating, and that's what I thrive off of, and that's what I live for. And it just makes the day fun, and it makes me want to go back to work every single day.
So, two careers that maybe you knew about or maybe you didn't, but now you can do some more research on your own. Asking questions and finding the answers is already putting you on the path to a great career in STEM. I want to say a special thank you to Chrysler Group's Toledo Assembly Complex and to the Ohio Department of Transportation for being a part of our series. You can access these videos anytime by going to wgte.org/STEMLab. I'm Christy for STEMLab. Thanks for joining us today.